Man, imagine you coming home from work in your own house, and not only does your girlfriend has another dude laying up in your bed, but also have your child laying on the floor. God damn it, you can't make this shit up. No introduction required. Y'all see the title of this video. And I want to go balls deep into this shit, no pun intended. Shout out to Jesus Ed, the host of the Coffee Pod. I'll leave the link to the full video in the comment section. Go check it out. But enough wasting any more time. Let's dive into this.
Yo, Lena, what you got going on, bro? What? This is a friend? Yes. So this is what you turned Jehovah's Witness for?
Oh no. No. Don't go popping at just a friend bit. In fact, he's not even going for it. For those of y'all who know the song, sing along. You got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend. But you say he's just a friend. But fellas, didn't Biz Markie warn us about this in that song? Dude walks in and oh snap! Guess what he saw? I mean, straight up. But let's continue. There's more to it.
Sebastian, chill out. It's just a friend. Bro, and you got my kid.
Yeah, he's just a friend that you got laying up in your bed. No, that's not no friend shit. That's not no friend shit. Let's be upfront and real. Call a ball, and a strike a strike. Let's continue.
My kid's on the ground.
What?
No. Bro, you got my
Oh, hell nah.
on the ground, bro.
The caption of this video reads, "Man came home from work early and found his girlfriend / baby mother in bed with another man while their daughter laid on the floor." It's just insane.
Yeah. My daughter's on the ground.
I can't show you guys this. There's a baby here, but I can't show it.
Now you know. Now you know she's violating twice. Not only does she has three times. One for having a man in his house, in his bed. Two, for having their daughter laying on the floor. Bad fucking parenting at its finest. And three, constantly claiming he's just a friend. What a retarded fuck ass excuse. Let's continue.
There's two kids.
A grown ass nigga like this. I'm not even mad, bro, but she gotta go, bro. And she got DCF problems. She got all type of stuff, bro. This is crazy. This is really crazy. Can you chill out? This is crazy, bro. I don't know.
No, ma'am. You got another man in his house, in his bed. You got your kids laying on the ground, and you telling him to chill out?
Bitch, are you for real?
Are you for real? I counted 3 violations, but you telling him to chill out. To be honest, he has a right to kick her ass out. Every right. And on top of that, she's telling him to chill out. But I ain't gonna lie, cause I seen this clip. He is the most. He was 100% chilled during this whole entire ordeal, in which I gotta give him a badge of honor for that. Because on a normal situation, under normal situations, if if a man come back to his house and his girl has another man in his fucking bed, he will lose his shit. No shit on that. He will lose his shit. But I gotta give a salute to this guy because he's being chilled about it. He's like, fuck it. Get your shit and get the fuck out my house. Back to the streets. Back to the streets you go. Let's continue.
I don't know how you. Well, you know, it's on your down from out of though. But dude, she got 2 kids, bro. She like you see my. Yo, Lena, listen.
Wild, wild, wild. There's so much to sick about this situation. The cheating is one thing, and that's horrible in itself. To walk into a room and actually see your girl in bed with another man who is tired from clapping her cheeks senselessly all night, and then to find out that your children were put on the ground. This is evil, evil behavior. Top comment here says, my daughter's on the ground, proceeds to walk by her and leave her on the ground. Somebody else here added, baffled, just a friend is crash out worthy. The just a friend statement almost made me wonder if this is a skit. But I thought to myself, what type of a man would be cool with a woman actually being in her panties? I don't know if you guys saw that. She was in her panties in bed with another man. Somebody else here added, my brother doing a 17 to 35 year sentence for a situation just like this. Fellas, if you ain't got your own home to take her to, don't do it.
Actually, that is his home. But I think in Jesus Ed is talking about the dude that was mentioned in the comments. But yeah, that is his home. But I want to touch up on something else too, because the person who made that comment also drives a point. Also proves my point entirely. Where under normal circumstances, if you got this dude going to his house, he sees his girl in bed with another man, he will lose his shit. And on top of that, and it's in his own house too. To him, that's violating, and who knows how that's just going to turn out. And oftentimes, cases such as the person who said in the comment, guess what happens? It could turn fatal in a heartbeat. And it's not just a comment either. I also seen a YouTube short of Joe Rogan talking about this dude who found out that he had another man in his house doing the exact same shit. And in the end, he ended up murdering them both. And now he's serving a life sentence. I shit you not. What did RPM used to say? Hockey mask time? Hey, I guess that was his hockey mask time moment. Now, let me say this loud and clear. I don't condone the action. Uncle JD does not condone taking a life. I understand completely how he felt at the time, but it ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Don't ruin your life. Don't ruin your life and your freedom over these 304s. Never ever do that shit. Let's continue.
Your life could be on the line. Learn from other people's mistakes. How many men right now are locked up? because they were either guy in this situation. You could be the guy walking in with the camera, you crash out, and you get a life sentence. Or you could be the guy in the bed defending yourself, successful, and you get a life sentence. There is no glory in throwing your life away for a 304. And every time I see a man say that he has no problem doing that, throwing away his own future over some 304 in this type of a situation. Somebody else here added, y'all got to stop leaving.
Straight up. Straight up. Even Jesus said also saying the same thing. That they are not worth it. Let's continue.
Work early and finish your shift.
You got going on, bro.
He's another person that says, can't trust no ninja who still wear basketball shorts
Damn.
under their pants. I remember when dudes used to do that.
Yeah.
She says, using his brain instead of fighting her. He recorded a video so he can sue for full custody. Somebody else here added, yeah, definitely. With that showing the child on the ground, could be some form of neglect for sure. Somebody else here says, Buddy was supposed to hit and dip. He hit and laid there. Somebody else here says, she said, chill out to the most chill person ever. She's wildin'. Another person here added, this man got a different level of emotional intelligence and maturity. Somebody else here says, look at the women in the comments. He left the baby on the floor. Wait, so y'all not going to hold her accountable for being the one to not only put them there, but at the same time put them there for another man to sleep in the bed that she shared with her father's children? Accountability escapes you. I didn't even think about that.
Straight up. Straight up. And if they ain't going to talk about it, we will talk about it. I don't give a fuck if anybody likes it or not. But I'm also going to go ahead and say this. No. Don't just fight for custody. No, dude. Don't just fight for custody. I will also be questioning the paternity as well on this matter. If she got another, if you coming home and she got another dude in the bed, then that right there raises concerns about whether or not those are your child or not. Because is she sleeping with this dude? Who else is she sleeping with? I'm just throwing that out there. Let's continue.
About that. She chose to sacrifice the bed to the man who was clapping the cheeks and neglected her children. Extremely diabolical. Somebody else, she says, this is my friend. So remember, fellas, when she say, this is my friend, just remember this video. I think men are past that, right? Could there be some dudes who are just that game goofy at this point? Maybe a few. Let's be honest. I think most men understand at this point that no woman who's in a relationship should have male friends. That's an acquaintance. That's not somebody who you text or hang out with regularly or even at all. See him in passing doesn't mean that you can't speak to anybody of the opposite sex. You guys know what I mean.
Straight up. Fellas, remember what the late great Biz Marquis said. Don't ever talk to a girl that says she just has a friend. Because 9 times out of 10, they're more than just friends. And on top of that, I'm still pissed off over the fact that she did all of that while her baby is laying on the goddamn floor. Yes, I am pissed off about that shit. As a father and as a parent. That is straight up violating. Ain't no way in hell, as a parent, anyone would be okay with having their child laying on the floor instead of the bed, that and the fact that you brought another man into the bed to begin with. I mean, right now I'm full of what is called righteous anger. Yes, righteous anger over this shit. And as I said, he has every right to kick her ass out. Especially especially if that's how especially if that's how she's gonna treat the kids. Hell no. Let's continue.
At this point, I think more men are drinking coffee. They're waking up to it. They're caffeinated for sure. The other reason I think videos like this are good is that men need to know you're not alone. Men need to know sometimes it's not your fault that a woman cheats. You can't control somebody's actions. You're not alone. So you
Nope.
don't have to feel like you're alone if you've ever been through something like this and crash out and ruin your life. Because plainly speaking, some of these women are just trifling. So obviously this relationship is over. I also just saw a recent video of a woman who was talking about how when she caught her man cheating, she cried and she boo-hooed and she was there crying, really, really just looking distraught. And she said, little did he know that I was doing him way worse than he was doing me. I don't think enough of these chicks get caught cheating. I don't. Because the comments were full of women who are like, I'm taking mine to the grave. Oh, I've been there, done that. Commenting because I can't repost. Thousands and thousands of comments. Crazy.
Women cheat better than men.
They don't.
We do.
Y'all don't.
We do.
Y'all don't.
There are people that I know to this day that will take it to their grave on how long they cheated and how many they cheated with, and their men never knew.
Mm-hmm. Women do not cheat.
And there are many women who end up crashing and burning trying. Because I can tell you this. Yeah, it is true. What she says is true. However, what she won't talk about is the fact that the risk when it comes to cheating, yeah, women are conniving when it comes to cheating more than the men. However, get this as well, fellas. The risk of cheating is far more higher for the woman than the man. Because check this. Yeah, and I seen the videos of women cheating on their boyfriends and husbands, but guess what? Here's the risk. They end up getting pregnant or catching an STI. Yeah, men catch STI too, but women are far more greater risk of catching it and then passing it on to him. So while she's trying to make it seem like that's a badge of honor, no. How is it a badge of honor if the risks are even higher for a woman than a man? Make it make sense. But let's continue.
Not cheat better than men.
Why do you think that?
The reason why women do not cheat better than men, I'm going to tell you why it's this false narrative that women cheat better than men. Mm-hmm. Men are not messy as women are. Okay. See, this is the thing about a man.
Wait, men aren't consistent with how they cheat. Women are. So if we say we're going to the grocery store, we're going to tell our man. We're going to tell the man that we cheating with, hey, can you go buy some groceries? Mm-hmm. I'm going to come up to your house and we finna do our little do. And I'm going to just pick the groceries up from your house and come back home to my man.
So you ready? Back to what I was saying. Women are not better than men at cheating.
Okay.
Women are messy. Women are emotional. Women demand more. See, now you got to understand, as a man, it's a flex for me to be able to sleep with you when you have a man. And I can't wait to send you back home to your man. Usually when a man is cheating with a woman, eventually, if it's good enough and the timing is good enough, and then she starts to get envious and wants you to be her man. So she starts leaving lipsticks in cars and lip glosses in cars and scratching backs and hickeys on your upper thigh and on your upper collar. Like, women actually want to get you caught because women become territorial. A man can want you for the rest of your life and smile in your husband's face, shake his hand, go play golf with him and never say nothing.
Man, this is...
Oh shit, he does have a point there. I ain't gonna lie, he does have a point.
The Nothing But the Truth live podcast
Of course, guys, curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below.
Straight up, straight up. And I'm gonna stop it right here because I'm already, you know, especially in a situation such as this, man. But nevertheless, shout out to Jesus Ed, the host of the Coffee Pot. I'll leave the link to his full video in the comment section. Go check it out. Tell him JD Miles sent you. But that's all I got for tonight. I'm done. Fellas, don't ever talk to a girl that says she only has a friend. And I'm out this bitch. Later.